All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. But Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark, and in a big way.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he's bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys. 8 of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down.
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well,
But it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert On 3rd and 9. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert. 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
BIG-XTREEM.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. D. Ford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that's complete to Jesse James. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And taken at the 46. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Tyrod Taylor, an early touchdown pass in that one. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Mahomes to throw on second down. On the move to his left. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. T.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And able to find Conley. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight. No. 3 down.
Again, it's Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, let's go.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Houston. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run again with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And the Steelers set to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll go again with Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run again with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Ross. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They run with Hunt. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyson Alualu in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the kick by Butker is good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. The Chargers have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown lead. Phillip Rivers, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? And a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Hunt. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Tyson Alualu in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is Hank. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A give to Bell. And he powers his way up past the 30. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so as they burn one here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
A toss play to Hunt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. That's complete right around the 8. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a KC touchdown.
Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick-6. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reggie Ragland. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Blue 30. 53 to Mike. 53. Davey.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. On the crossing route, complete. It's Rodgers. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
3 down, 3 down. Set. 180. 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
They'll go for it with Bell. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain.
That's it, baby. Ace, ace.
They'll run. This is Hunt for the stop. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This is Hunt. Space to run past the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Ace, ace. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Here's Hunt. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. Sutton now to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Check, check. Blue 30. Right,
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead. You can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 58 yards. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. The give is to Bell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
You got that? Blue 30.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Hunt. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Left, 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 left.
Right back to him on the first down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ace, ace.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Mahomes is going to... Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Three down. Let's go.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he goes down. It's a sack.
Here we go.
They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And now here comes Kansas City. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He'll come out throwing here on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very solid gain of 27. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. Now Roethlisberger. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And a shocker there. The Browns lead that ball game at the moment. Tyrod Taylor with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to try and go deep again. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Sutton now to return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 51 yards.
Blue 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Let's go.
2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger once more. And McDonald here over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Set. Black 20. Jack 16.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Now Roethlisberger will head to the line as his guys will go for 2. Ben to throw again. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way. And you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Kansas City, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.